welcome to Embracing Spirit Yoga. Today I want to show you some easy ways to incorporate using yoga blocks into your practice. There's sometimes a little myth out there that if we use supports such as blocks or walls or straps or a chair, that we're not really doing yoga. Now I have a whole topic on we don't do yoga, we live yoga. So you can find that in my podcast playlist right here on this channel. I'll link it down below, but it's really important to understand that we do the dishes and we do the laundry, we don't do yoga. All right, back to the yoga blocks. My preference on yoga blocks are gonna be the foam kind. I don't like the cork ones because I use these yoga blocks to also support my body on the floor, so I'm laying on them. And the cork ones are just too hard for me. They're also a little bit thinner, so I really like these foam yoga blocks. They come in all kinds of cool colors, so you can pick one that you like. I happen to love olive green, obviously. I've got a shirt on, and it just feels like it's a great color for my studio. So back to the blocks. There's a couple ways that we can use the yoga blocks. I like to use them when I'm thinking about alignment. So if I'm sitting in a chair practicing or standing, put the blocks between my hands, not my fingers, just gonna hold the blocks in my palms, and look how straight my arms are. They're basically shoulder width height. Now take a breath and bring your arms to shoulder width, shoulder height, okay? So now my arms are staying in alignment. And I'm gonna turn a little bit. So I'm keeping straight arms. I can't really hold the block easily with bent arms. It's a little bit sloppy. So it keeps the arms in alignment. Bring your arms above your head and you have the same long arms. Now, without the block, we have a tendency when we reach up to spread the arms wide. Nothing wrong with it. It's just the blocks give us a tool to understand alignment just a little bit better. You can also slip a yoga block between your legs so that your hips, knees, and ankles are in a straight line. If you're simply practicing some half sun salutations, putting the block between your legs will keep everything in a line. You would reach up, and then you would just simply spill over and then roll up. Now, if you have anything going on in your body where you're compensating and you might bend down and the knees open, you're gonna lose the block. So again, it's just a tool to help you understand alignment. Now, my favorite way to use the blocks is when I want to bring the floor to me. I want to elevate the floor. It's too far to reach. I want that support. So I'm going to use the blocks to bring the floor 8 inches up, the longest way. And then eventually you might turn the block this way, a little bit shorter, and then flat. So these blocks can come at basically 3 heights. We have the tall, the medium, and I call it the pancake, the flat. So I'm gonna show you how I use the blocks when I'm doing that half sun salutation to bring the floor to me, okay? So I'm gonna set the blocks right in front of my feet, right in front of my toes. I'm gonna straighten my spine, reach up to the sky, and then on my exhale, same thing, I'm just gonna spill over, but my hands find the blocks. I don't have to strain myself to try to reach the ground. I'm gonna just take my fingers and cup them over the blocks, draw a line with my nose towards my heart, and just hang here. Now, of course, you can let your arms just dangle, but that puts a little bit of pressure in my back, so I like to have my hands touching the blocks. We're gonna take a halfway lift. Check this out. I'm gonna straighten my legs, straighten my spine, and straighten my arms. Now, I could not do this without the blocks, relying on the floor. I could press into my knees and create that halfway lift, but just having the floor come to me is wonderful. Then I will take another breath here, bend the knees, bend the elbows, draw a line with my nose to my heart, rounding over. Try that one more time. We'll straighten everything. Feel that beautiful stretch in the hamstrings, and then simply roll on up. Now, if you struggle in a yoga pose with a low lunge, for whatever reason your body just doesn't like it, using the blocks can be a great tool, okay? Now the floor has been brought to me. Much easier. I have that long diagonal line. Blocks are here, bringing the floor to me. Another way that we use blocks is when we're looking at poses like triangle pose or side angle, and again, bringing the floor to us. So just coming into the wide stance, block's gonna be in my hands. I'm gonna bend my right knee a bunch and just place the block on the inside of my right foot. I brought the floor 8 inches up. Instead of dumping into my leg with my arm and losing spinal alignment, I'm gonna simply bring my fingertips to the block, sink into the right leg, straight arm, straight line, heart is forward. Not this, okay? This is going to put too much pressure on your knee. It's gonna round your spine, and that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for alignment. Arm can go up and over. Look how aligned that is. Beautiful. Straighten the right leg, and here I am in triangle pose. I'm not here trying to reach the floor. Brought the floor to me, and there I go. It's a beautiful tool. Now, the reason why I'm jazzed about yoga blocks is this month in September, I'm teaching my students, all my students, to find the values that sustain them when life is hard. So go back and look at September podcast, the foundation, just like the roots of a tree, we need to know what's going to keep us steady and stable when life becomes stormy. It's going to happen. It happens to all of us. And going into the holidays, we definitely need to know what our roots are. Now, those roots can be things like faith, love, persistence, determination, gratitude, okay? Now, next month, we're gonna make sure that we're aligned with our values. So connecting the physical asana practice with the intention and the mindfulness practice. If my intention is that my roots are strong and sustained by love, and I go out into the world and I live a life of hatred, I'm out of alignment. They're not connecting. If one of the roots of my foundation is persistence, and I give up the moment life gets hard, out of alignment. So the reason why I want to introduce the blocks now is because coming up in more videos to come, we're going to be digging deep into alignment, and the blocks can be one of our greatest tools for that, asana-wise. Okay, when we hook our asana practice, our physical practice, into the mindfulness practice, then we are living yoga, not doing yoga. All right, take it easy. I'll see you next time. Peace out. Have a great day.